So picture this, you've been studying hard all week long. It was hard to sleep last night because you're so excited and you're so nervous to take your test. And all of a sudden, you get your examiner at DMV. You've been waiting a long time, you've been waiting for that road test, and you're ready to rock and roll. And now, once you're sitting in the truck with that examiner doing your in-cab inspection, you can already feel the negative energy coming into you. And you just know he had a nasty day. Maybe he had an argument with his significant other. Maybe it's just a bad day for him, right? At the end of the day, they are human. They do have bad days just like anyone else. However, their bad days don't just affect their lives, it affects other people's lives as well. And that's the unfair part about it. So, we're going to show you exactly how to avoid this situation altogether, and we're also going to show you how to handle this situation if you are in that situation itself. So the first thing that you have to do, say that you're in this situation and all of a sudden you're taking your test, you're ready to rock and roll, and this guy is not in a good mood. First thing to do is just keep it 100% professional. Don't try to lighten them up too much because they might take it the wrong way. When somebody's in that kind of state, it gets real tough. The second thing you have to do is just make sure that you know what you're talking about. Because at the end of the day, they could be in a bad mood. If you're on the line and you know a little bit here, a little bit there, you're probably going to fail. However, if you know what you're talking about to the T and you show the confidence and you don't waste their time and make it harder than it has to be, in many cases, whether they're in a bad mood or good mood, they're still going to pass you simply because they can't fail you for doing the right thing, right? However, if you start going, for instance, through the pre-trip inspection and you don't really know what you're talking about, you're trying to bullshit your way through it and you're adding a whole bunch of stuff to it and they're in a bad mood on top of it, now you're just making it more aggravating, it's probably not going to be a good news for you. Where if they were in a good mood, they might let it slide here or there, but just keep it short, sweet, and make sure you say everything that you need to say for that inspection. When it comes to the parking, there's really nothing you can do. Either get into it, or you're not gonna get it, and their effect doesn't really have an effect on your test itself. But when you get onto the road, same type of thing. Kind of stay up and make sure. One good technique is talk to yourself as you're going through the test. Don't try to make small talk. Not all of them really like that, unless they start off with you, and then of course you can start the conversation that way. Now, those are all tips if you are in that situation and there's nothing you can do. Now, if you want to avoid that situation altogether, one thing that we work very hard at is creating our own third-party testing site, which gives us the ability to actually give you your CDL Road test. That's right. That means you don't have to go to DMV, you don't have to get tested by a state employee, and at least in the state of New Jersey, the craziest part is that these state DMV examiners do not even have a CDL license. They're not required to have a CDL license, which means they don't know how to drive these trucks, but they're going to test you on your ability to drive these trucks, which is kind of crazy if you ask me. So one of the cool things about being a student here at Driving Academy is that we're going to give you the exact same test that you would take at DMV. We're going to be the ones giving it to you because we are considered third-party testing. We're considered a third-party testing site, which means we are certified to administer the CDL Road test for anyone in the country. Why is that? Because the entire country has to follow the same rules when it comes to the CDL testing, which means it does not matter what state that you take the test in, you can always be certified to get your CDL license as long as you pass through a certified party. So it could be a state agency like the DMV, or it could be a third-party tester like us. So now you might be saying, well, what if I'm coming from a different state? Do I have to switch my permit over? Do I have to switch my license? Doesn't it get kind of complicated? Well, the cool thing about our school is that we do not tell you to switch your license over to any other state but your own state. This is how the process is going to work. You're going to go, hopefully you should have a license, and then you're going to come to us. We're going to help you out with the training to get your CDL permit. If you have your CDL permit already, fantastic. We don't have to go through that training process with you. From there, you're going to get your permit from your home state. Then we're going to give you the actual hands-on training to get you ready to pass that 2.5 hour long road test. That's right. The road test is 2.5 hours long, split into 3 different sections. If you want more detail on that, give our office a call at 908-525-3609 so they can walk you through every single step of the road test itself. So after you go through all 3 parts of the test, you pass the test with us, all of a sudden, now you go back to your home state after we tell you about 5 to 7 days, you pick up your actual CDL license. So our testing site is actually located in Pennsylvania, which means if you're coming from New Jersey and you're a New Jersey resident, you're going to be training with us here at our New Jersey testing site, at our New Jersey training site, I should say. And then from there, you're going to take the test at our Pennsylvania third-party testing site. Once you pass the test, you're going to go to New Jersey DMV to pick up your actual New Jersey CDL license. The same thing happens with New York, California, Hawaii, Alaska, any state in this beautiful country of ours. It's going to be the same exact process. So now I just want you to think about it, right? Our staff members here who are going to be giving you the test actually have a CDL. So that's already going to be ahead of schedule. 2, our examiners were instructors at one time or another, which means they understand what you were going through when you were a student here. And 3, if we're the ones giving you the test and we're the ones training you, don't you think we know exactly how to train you so you can pass the test the first time? Which is fantastic. That's why we're one of the few schools that can actually guarantee that you get a license. And how that guaranteed training program works is we're going to give you over 100 hours of training plus unlimited tries at the road test until you pass at no extra cost to you. That means you're going to keep going and keep going and keep going until you pass. All you need to get started is $500 down. And the other cool thing about us is we are open up 7 days a week, which means you could be working full-time and come to school part-time, no big deal. So if you are interested in learning more about how our training program works or how to avoid those crazy examiners out there at the DMV, all you gotta do is come to our school and we'll help you out. Give us a call, 908-525-3609. If you want to check out more information about our CDL training program or our testing program, check out a virtual school tour at cdldrivingacademy.com/tour. Again, that's cdldrivingacademy.com/tour. Our mission is to help 1 million people get on the road to freedom. What's more free than driving where you want to go and making more money while you're doing it? So give us a call one more time, 908-525-3609, or check a virtual school tour at cdldrivingacademy.com/tour. cdldrivingacademy.com/tour. Thanks. Have a fantastic day. Hey, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like it, make sure you hit that like button. Also, subscribe to our channel. It's really going to help us out. Click on that button. And if you want to continue yourself on your road to freedom, here's more videos to watch. There's endless amounts. Hopefully we get to see each other one day very soon. Thanks.